congratulations belatedly on last season. I know coaches, managers always want to look ahead, and you're already at that stage. But just give us a few thoughts on what you and the team were able to achieve last season.
Yeah, we had a brilliant year. Really, we moved leagues. We moved into the National Women's League, the reserves, because we always seem to seek out like the harder league, and we thought that would be when we looked at the quality of opposition. So we weren't exactly sure what we were going to get when we went in, but we knew we'd recruited well. We had good players existing, and we just had a great season. Really, all came together well.
I think we started strong. I think as a team we know how well we can play, and we set our standards high, and like our aim was to win the league, and no one was going to be happy unless we had.
Yeah, it was a brilliant season, especially for me coming here. It's my first season playing for this squad. But some of the standout moments was obviously reaching the cup final. Obviously we lost on penalties, which is disappointing. But obviously winning the league and beating Forest twice, it's big moments like that. And especially, like I said, first season, you remember these key moments and you want to go and do it again next season, which is I'm really looking forward to it.
At what point do you, as the manager, start to get the sense, okay, this group can achieve something like the league title, and then obviously to go unbeaten? When do you first start to get that feeling?
If I'm honest, in previous years we know very, very early on. We think we're often the best team or one of the better teams. To be totally honest, we didn't see that straight away this season. We were humbled by West Brom 4-1 in a cup game, second game in. We had hardly had a pre-season, it hadn't gone particularly well. But there were some good signs after that defeat. You learn a lot about character in those moments. And I thought, well, no, we have got beaten by a very good West Brom side. But actually, I looked at the quality of the team, the character, and I thought there's something that we can do here. Obviously, you never think about going unbeaten at that point, but you take each game as it comes, to use a cliche. That's what we did. And then you start, when you hit form and when momentum comes and the patterns start coming out in the play, you then start thinking, well, what can we achieve? And it's probably the latter half of the season. We sat down, we had a 5-game window where we played all the best teams in the league, and we sort of said this will define the season. Are we going to win it? Are we going to finish second, third? We had cup games in that as well, and we looked at that, and that's when we really thought, February, March time, that this will define our season.
Towards the end we had a few tough games, and we had quite a few players missing. A lot of the under-18s came up for us and played really well and got a result for us at Forest, and it was a real squad effort.
How special to go unbeaten, because whatever the level, not many teams ever go through a season doing that in a league campaign.
No, it's really special. Your confidence builds over time, and you just think you can go and do anything. And especially the first team, you look at them and think, oh, unbeaten, I want to get in that first team, and there's always that pathway there.
Was that part of the appeal for you of joining Derby, the fact that that route is there for players?
Well, I've been at Derby my whole life. I was at the RTC, started there when I was 8, and then I've come all the way through and always been interested in the pathway. And it's just been brilliant because I've come straight here and I've got that clear pathway, I've got support from the coaches, got great players around me, great facilities, and it's really good. I'm really happy where I am.
And just talking to a couple of the girls, and they were talking about they can see the path through to the first team, and ultimately I guess that is what every player at this age group is wanting to do. How important is that to what you want to do as a coach in putting your side together?
Absolutely. Well, that's of paramount importance, really. The minute that isn't a possibility, you sort of question what you're doing. So everything we've done, and we've mentioned the unbeaten season, and we absolutely celebrated that. It was fantastic. But there was never a point where we were trying to win a league as opposed to develop the players. The winning was a byproduct of the development. So that's very much the case. And actually, I don't think we win that league if the first team don't integrate us the way they have. If we're not here with them on a Thursday night, that's the best 11 we'll play all season, and we've trained against them regularly. We've had our players going up with them. We've had a couple of theirs dropping down at times, and it's been excellent. So I think that integration and that one club feel has probably played a huge part in why we've had the success we've had.